Hi everyone, and welcome back to JRPTeaTime. And today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo 3DS and where I think that is going to go. And I have been thinking this for quite a long time. Now I have had quite a big week, 3 trips to Sydney. From where I am, that's about a 2.5 hour trip, and I've done that 3 times this week for multiple different things. So what I really need in my life is a little bit of bliss and a little bit of relaxation. So we're going to be having strawberry bliss chai for this JRPTeaTime today. So where do I see the 3DS fitting in? At the moment, it fits in fine. The Switch is still young, it still has a growing library of games, and it is a terrific console. I love my Switch more than anything really at the moment. And the 3DS is still there, and there are still some big releases coming for it, and there are still good games. Only recently there was Ever Oasis, fantastic game. And Nintendo has reaffirmed their support for the 3DS. They say that the 3DS and the Switch can live together cohesively. The problem with that is that even if the Switch didn't exist, the 3DS is due to be phased out. Nintendo are due to have a brand new handheld console. They have, especially by the end of next year. And that's how long I see the 3DS lasting. Until the end of 2018. I don't see much happening with the 3DS after 2018. I think that we will see a full phase out by the end of 2018 because it just doesn't make business sense. At the moment, it definitely does. And the moment to keep having releases for it makes perfect sense. But me saying this isn't some sort of deterrent to not buy a 3DS, because that's insane. If you don't have a 3DS, it's one of the best purchases you could ever make, because the library of games it already has is incredible, and it still continues to get amazing winners like Ever Oasis, as I just said. The thing is that it doesn't make business sense for Nintendo to keep this split, because they really need to start pushing the Switch more to the handheld space, because that is where it's making its sales. At the moment, everybody is enamored with being able to take their AAA games on the go. That is the real draw of the console. I know that they want it to be a home console, but really the biggest draw at the moment is its portability factor. So they really have 2 portable consoles on the market right now. And why keep doing that? Why keep doing that to themselves? Why have a split development team? Because they did unite their home console and their portable console development teams into one big building. They're all together now. They used to be completely separated. They're still separated now though, because they obviously are fractured into 3DS developers and Switch developers in-house. Why keep doing that? Why not unite everybody and go full Switch? And that's where my next sort of ideas come to mind, or my next predictions come to mind. I think we will see a Switch Lite, or a Switch Portable, or a Switch something. I think we will see a slightly smaller, more portable, with a larger battery life Switch console at some point. And I imagine it will be after 2018. We have already heard that the new mainline Pokemon game is in development for the Nintendo Switch, and that it definitely wouldn't be this year, and it would be 2018 and beyond. So in other words, I think we will see a Switch Pokemon in 2019 and a brand new Switch console to go with it. I see it not having detachable Joy-Cons, perhaps, and it will obviously be sold without a dock. But it will still be able to play all Switch games, and it still will be compatible with a dock. I also see it having slightly bigger battery. That's what I think would make a Switch portable. So because it can have a slightly smaller screen and a slightly larger battery, it will have a longer portability time, and it will be sold without the dock, so it'll be a little bit cheaper. So it'll be like a Switch Lite. That's what I see happening to replace the 3DS line, because keeping the 3DS line, yeah, the 3DS is a tremendously popular console. It's a tremendously successful console. But the Game Boy was also an incredibly successful console. And they released the DS and they just threw the Game Boy out the window. And there's no reason why they couldn't try the Switch Lite method, see if it picks up, and just drop the 3DS line. Which I think, obviously, because the Switch is so much more powerful, it would simply overtake the 3DS because the experiences that can be made for the Switch are just so much better. So that's what I see. I see them testing the waters with a Switch Lite. I see them completely dropping the 3DS line because I think that Switch Lite would be a hit, even if they just push the main Switch console more. It's obviously proving to be a massive success. And I think that would be the best idea for them. It would then unite all their development teams, and then we'd just be getting amazing, amazing experiences for the Switch, which is what it needs. Splatoon 2 coming this year, Splatoon 2 coming this month, which I can't wait for. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming this year, which I really can't wait for. These are the kinds of things we need more of. Obviously Mario Odyssey and everything like that. And it would just make so much more sense for Nintendo to unite everything under the Switch banner. Let's start again, Nintendo. Let's push forward. Alright guys, but what do you think? Do you think we'll continue seeing 3DS stuff like after 2018? I think the end of 2018 will be the last sort of hurrah. I think 2018 will be the last hurrah, but what do you guys think? Also, I just want to give a quick shout out to a couple of my new patrons. I'll actually shout out to all of my patrons at the moment. As you guys know, I did a sort of appeal to try and get some more support for my channel through Patreon, and a couple of people have been beautiful enough to become patrons of this channel and help support this channel directly. So let's go through the list at the moment. We've got Andreas Nielsen, we have Luke Hain, who's one of the new ones, we have Zoe Two Dots, a very good friend of mine, we have Britta Stabenow, she's wonderful, and we also have Persona 55. These guys are wonderful. If you want to help support the channel, guys, all you have to do is give a little as $1, and I do monthly Steam key giveaways. These are for amazing JRPGs and amazing visual novels, stuff that you should play. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on social media, use the Amazon links in the video description if you don't want to do the Patreon side. That really helps me out as well. It helps the channel out. And other than that, guys, I'll see you all soon.